Have you ever looked at a compass and wondered what makes that little needle point north? For centuries, humanity has relied on Earth's magnetic field for navigation, a silent, invisible force that guides us. But what if I told you that this fundamental feature of our planet is undergoing a dramatic transformation? We're talking about a phenomenon known as the Great Magnetic Shift, and its implications could be far more significant than just making our compasses go haywire. Let's start with the basics. Deep within our planet, a massive, churning ocean of molten iron creates a powerful magnetic field. This field isn't just a curiosity, it's a life-sustaining shield. It wraps around the Earth, forming what we call the magnetosphere, which deflects most of the harmful charged particles and radiation streaming from the sun, known as the solar wind. Without it, our atmosphere would be stripped away, and the surface would be bombarded with deadly radiation, making life as we know it impossible. So, what's happening to this crucial shield? Scientists have discovered that Earth's magnetic poles are on the move. The North Magnetic Pole, the spot your compass points to, has been drifting away from its longtime home in the Canadian Arctic and is now racing towards Siberia at an astonishing speed around 30 to 40 miles per year. This isn't just a slow, gentle wander, it's an acceleration. Just a few decades ago it was moving at a leisurely pace of about 9 miles per year. This rapid shift is a clear sign that something big is happening deep within the Earth's core. This isn't the first time our planet has done this. Geologists have studied ancient rocks and found evidence that the Earth's magnetic field has flipped its polarity hundreds of times over millions of years. North becomes south, and south becomes north. These reversals are a natural part of our planet's cycle, but we haven't experienced one in about 780,000 years. The current rapid movement of the magnetic pole has led many scientists to believe we might be heading towards, or are already in the early stages of, another magnetic pole reversal. So, what does a magnetic shift mean for us? Let's break it down, starting with navigation. While most of us use GPS on our phones today, which relies on satellites, many critical systems still depend on magnetic compasses. Aviation and maritime industries, for instance, use magnetic north as a primary reference. Airports have to regularly repaint the numbers on their runways to align with the shifting magnetic declination. As the pole moves faster, these updates will become more frequent and more critical to ensure safety. Our entire global navigation framework, a complex web of magnetic and satellite systems, will need to be constantly recalibrated, but the impacts go far beyond just getting lost. The real concern lies with our protective magnetic shield. During a magnetic shift or a full reversal, the field doesn't just neatly flip overnight, it becomes weaker, more complex, and might even have multiple north and south poles scattered across the globe for a period. Scientists estimate that the magnetic field could weaken to as little as 10% of its current strength. This weakened shield would have profound consequences. First, space weather. The sun is constantly ejecting massive amounts of energy and particles. Our strong magnetosphere currently protects us from the worst of these solar storms. But with a weaker shield, our planet would be much more vulnerable. A powerful solar storm hitting a weakened magnetosphere could be catastrophic for our modern, technology-dependent society. Imagine widespread power outages lasting not for days, but for weeks, months, or even longer. Our power grids are highly susceptible to the geomagnetic-induced currents that a solar storm can create. This would mean no electricity, no internet, no communications. Our entire digital world, from banking to healthcare, would grind to a halt. Furthermore, our fleet of satellites, which we rely on for GPS, weather forecasting, and global communications, would be at extreme risk. Without the magnetic field's protection, they could be fried by the intense solar radiation, creating a cascading failure of global infrastructure. And what about life on Earth? The increased radiation reaching the surface could have serious effects. While our atmosphere would still offer significant protection, a weakened magnetic field would allow more high-energy particles to penetrate deeper. This could pose health risks, increasing rates of certain cancers. Some scientists also theorize that it could affect animals that use the magnetic field for migration. Birds, turtles, whales, and even bees have an internal magnetic sense that guides their incredible journeys. A chaotic and weak magnetic field could confuse them, disrupting ecosystems and threatening the survival of many species. Now, let's talk about the climate. This is a more debated topic, but some researchers are exploring a potential link between the magnetic field and climate change. The theory goes that increased cosmic rays high-energy particles from deep space that are also deflected by our magnetosphere could seed clouds in our atmosphere. With a weaker field, more cosmic rays would get through, potentially leading to increased cloud cover. More clouds could reflect more sunlight back into space, possibly leading to a cooling effect in some regions. However, this is still an area of active research, and the exact impact on our already complex climate system is far from certain. The interplay between a magnetic shift and global warming is a puzzle scientists are working hard to solve. So, should we be panicking? The short answer is no. While the consequences sound dramatic, a full pole reversal is a very slow process, likely taking thousands of years to complete. The most dramatic effects won't happen overnight. This gives us time to prepare. Scientists and engineers are already working on it. They are developing more resilient power grids, creating hardened satellites that can better withstand radiation, and improving our space weather forecasting capabilities. Knowing when a massive solar storm is coming would give us time to power down sensitive systems and mitigate the damage. The Great Magnetic Shift is a powerful reminder that we live on a dynamic and ever-changing planet. It's not a doomsday scenario, but a serious scientific phenomenon that demands our attention and ingenuity. It highlights our vulnerabilities, but also showcases our ability to understand, adapt, and innovate. By studying the Earth's core, monitoring the magnetic field, and preparing our technology, we can navigate the challenges of this incredible planetary transition. This isn't science fiction. It's the real and fascinating world of geophysics unfolding right beneath our feet. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into Earth's magnetic field. If you found this topic as fascinating as I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into the wonders of our planet and universe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.